Here with NFL Network insider Ian Rapoport, whose phone is constantly buzzing. So now that the first wave of free agency is over, when you look at what the Broncos were able to do, what were your impressions?
You know, I think there was a lot of smart signings. I think Evan Ingram in particular was one where rarely do you have, this free agent class did not have a tight end like him, a star, a true Pro Bowl type tight end. Then he got released by the Jaguars. Then it's like you could sort of see the Broncos mobilize, this is a guy we want to go get. And it's a guy who, if you watch Sean Payton early, you saw what he did with Jimmy Graham. That's kind of the mold I'm thinking. It's really kind of funny. Like, around the league, people can identify, this is a Sean Payton type player, right? Like that's why it was so interesting with Bo Nix coming up in the draft, because everyone's like, yeah, where's he going to fit? I don't know. Is he going to be a first rounder? Probably, but I heard Sean really likes him. That's what everybody said, and it's like, turns out he does. So I think Evan Ingram, really smart signing. And then, the other one, the other big ticket one, Dre Greenlaw. He is a guy fans are going to absolutely love. He's been one of my favorite players for a very long time. He will hit you. He plays with a lot of energy. He is a great dude. Really strong linchpin in the middle of the defense.
Now that you turn your attention back to the NFL draft, when you look at what General Manager George Payton has able to do the last few drafts, obviously you have Pat Surtain, Defensive Player of the Year this past year, Bo Nix, that obviously was in the running for NFL Rookie of the Year. When you look at the way that he's been able to draft over the last couple of years, how do you anticipate this upcoming one?
Yeah, I think he's been able to draft incredibly well. It's like the Pat Surtain draft in particular was interesting to me, because I think a lot of people thought, well, obviously they don't have a quarterback, they're going to take Justin Fields. And instead they took Surtain, and who was a great player, but it was a tough decision, a hotly debated, as you know, decision, something that I think locally and nationally got a lot of conversation. I think George got that right. And I think there's a lot of those type of picks. And draft is tough because we all in the media sometimes will judge it from the immediate reaction, but that's not how you do it. You got to let it play out. You got to breathe. You got to see 3 years down the line. And I think more often than not, George Payton is drafted incredibly well, and I would expect that to continue.
Not looking that far ahead 3 years down the line, but next season, the 2025 season's upcoming fast. What are your thoughts on how the Broncos can take that next step?
I think we saw it all last year. I don't see why it wouldn't be the same as last year, except a little bit better, right? Like last year, they really didn't have any business being in the playoffs. They really didn't have any business competing as they did and winning so early. They sort of weren't there yet, I didn't think, and talent-wise, they had a ways to go, except they were playing so well and playing so hard, and the pieces fit so well. And I think, some plays that Bo made down the stretch, I'm like, holy cow, this guy is everything that Sean Payton, thought he would be. And, look, it's tough to do it second year in a row. People are going to be coming for you. The division is very challenging. I understand all of that. All of that is true. This team should be better. And I think that's where you want to be. It really is.
Well, we appreciate the time, Ian. Thanks for talking to us.
All right. Thank you.